Hi there, I am Professor Dana Sumter. Nice to meet you all. I'm going to be guiding you through the topic of diverse talent management this semester. Many of you I've had in class before. It'll be really just a big pleasure to see you again. I'm super excited for that, and I'm also excited to meet those of you who I haven't had in class before. This topic is one that I am very excited to teach. I am very excited to develop this course for because it involves a lot of related topics that are very near and dear to my heart that I am personally very passionate about, and perhaps most importantly, that I think are very important for you as current and future people managers to have a firm grasp on. So, there are several reasons why I developed this course and why it is one of your new electives in the MBA program here. The first is that, one of our goals as MBA students is to help you become better people managers, to learn how to manage people, to learn some of the basic tools and tips and best practices for how to manage people effectively. And that leads to the topic of human resources. And this class takes kind of a deep dive on some of the aspects of human resource management that I think are most important and critical that you are most likely to face. And it really is just, again, diving deep on some of those topics that we didn't have time to cover in HRM 652. The third reason for this course is recognizing the context that we are living in and working in these days, that we are in an increasingly global environment. Within US workplaces are increasingly diverse. Of course, organizations tend to work overseas or pursue global business avenues, and more and more we're seeing that. And so this means we have to know how to manage diversity. We have to know how to work with diverse others. We have to know how to sell to diverse clientele. We have to know how to manage organizations in a way that will keep us legally in check and that will also maximize our effectiveness. So managing diversity is a key foundation of all of that. So we're going to walk through different stages at different levels to learn some of the basic concepts and some of the more exciting and innovative new approaches that have been used in terms of managing organizational diversity. So to give a quick overview of some of the components of this course, a few of which are going to be really fun, is that I do structure this by level, meaning that we're going to focus on topics that have to do with the individual level, then topics that have to do with the relationship level, meaning a work relationship between two people, and then finally at the group and team level. So in talking about the individual level, we're going to incorporate some learnings in the beginning of the course and also at the end of the course. So it's going to kind of wrap in both sides there. And one of the really fun things that we're going to be including for that is the reflective best self exercise, which you'll learn about in the first week of class, the first week class that we have online. And so any questions about that, you can ask me or email or post on the Q&A forum on our discussion board. But that reflective best self exercise will start from week 1 in this course. And that is intended to give you an overview and a good picture of what you're really good at, what your strengths are, and then you can learn how to leverage those strengths in your current and future jobs. At the work relationship level, we're going to have a couple of class sessions where we're going to be focusing on some of the best practices, some of the most recent learnings having to do with work relationship literature, which is a part of my research area. So I'm really geared up to help teach that aspect of it. And then finally, we're going to spend the entire month of November on global virtual teams, where you are going to actually participate in a live global virtual team with other MBA students from all over the world. It's a project that's been going on for many years now. I've been wanting to get involved with it. I finally have the opportunity to do so, and I'm very excited for that. And you should be too, because it's going to be really cool. It's really learning in action. So we'll not only learn some of the best practices for diverse teams more generally, but we're also going to put those practices right into effort right away and when you're working with your diverse teams. So, and at the end of the semester, we're going to have some more expositions about the self and wrap it all up with some higher level projects at that time. So that's just to provide a broad overview and hopefully ramp up some of your excitement for this course and its topics. How do you get started? Go to the Beachboard page, which you should have been on already to access this video. Read through the homepage carefully. Read through the syllabus carefully. Lots of important stuff in there, and I expect that all of you will have read the syllabus. Take careful note of our face-to-face class dates. Those are very important. We have, very few, about half of our classes are face-to-face, so that means that face-to-face time is very precious. So please make sure you're available for those and are going to be in class for those. I will be available every week, every Thursday night, regardless of whether you and I are meeting face-to-face, in my office for office hours from 6 to 7 p.m. every Thursday. So anytime you want to catch me, say hi, ask a question, bring a snack, feel free to come by, CBA 306. And if you need to meet or want to meet at any time other than that, please email me. I'll make myself available to you. So face-to-face dates are very important. If you have questions about the course along the way, email me anytime. You can post it on the Q&A forum on the discussion board. And email is really the best way to reach me because my office line, I'm not in the office working all the time. So email is most direct. So I would appreciate contact that way. And I will be very available to you. And I look forward to walking through these really important and interesting and timely topics with you. One more shout out to our great textbook, the Managing Diversity book by, sorry for the glare there, by Michelle Morak. Great book. We're going to be reading different parts of it throughout the course. And in addition to the textbook, we're going to have a lot of readings and websites and other things that are going to be posted on Beachboard every week. So check out the content page every week to know what you're going to be responsible for. I try to be very clear and very organized with what is due when, what you have to do each week, particularly for our online weeks. I will give you a lot of feedback online. So don't think that when you're typing in something for a discussion board forum, it's just going to be posted there and nothing's ever going to happen to it. I'll always respond to you. I think that the interaction is, the goal is that the interaction is just as robust in the online weeks as it is for the face-to-face weeks. So with that, please go and review the Beachboard page, the syllabus, and any other of the course documents that are on there. Our first week of classes, we do have an online class. So all the materials are posted there for week 1. I will look forward to meeting you all in person and seeing you at our first face-to-face class, which is Thursday, September 7th. Look forward to seeing you then.